unfolds on the stage of history. Soul Calibur 6.
Welcome guys, Happy New Year, and welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero. Apologies for the lackluster upload schedule throughout majority of December. I was stuck in what is known as retail hell. But even when I had a moment to spare, I had some ideas, some things to discuss about while I was busy, and I was ready to come back essentially when the new year started, as strong as ever. So today's discussion will be about the following: setting goals for yourself, the importance of goals, and ways to help reach your goals. Along with that, at the end, I'll be sharing some of my goals when it comes to being a content creator and as a competitor myself. So, goals are New Year's resolutions, since, this is the new year. Whether it's something to help improve yourself, whether it be something like losing weight, learning how to save money, or start eating vegetables. We always strive to make ourselves better in some way. Some people use these to at least make a mark when it comes to improving themselves. Some people stop when they reach that marker. Others try to strive way more than that. First thing I'd like to say when it comes to setting goals is to give yourself a time limit. This is so you don't procrastinate as much as you think. Trust me, I'm guilty of this myself. I procrastinate quite a bit, and this is kind of why New Year's resolutions, while some may think they're silly, they give a time limit, and a pretty reasonable time limit, a year. While some may think it's too long of a time limit, is it really? You can blink and it can be gone. Time definitely does fly, but along with that, it gives you time to take breaks from everything if it ends up getting too much. So, first things first, set a time limit for your goal. It's definitely going to push you in some way. I feel like this will push you, in fact, since you'll have some sort of motivation and you won't just say, I'll do it tomorrow. The idea of a deadline happening is what's scary, and it will push you. At least, that's what I can say from personal experience. The second thing I'd like to mention when it comes to making goals is make those goals reasonable. Recognize your skill level. Keep your goals challenging, yes, but not too easy that you'll stomp through them within days of placing that goal. But at the same time, don't make yourself a goal that in a realistic standpoint, you can't really achieve. Like, don't bring yourself to take a major in a year if you haven't even taken a local, essentially. Listen, I'm not saying that you can't win a major, but if you haven't broken finals at your locals, maybe that's what you need to focus on. And that's what I mean by making goals around your skill level. Look at least face value at your local standpoint, or even your online rank. If you're struggling against a certain rank or player, see if you can get into that rank and stay there and keep it there without getting demoted. Use your locals and online grind sessions and start planning your goals from there. Once you realize your skill level and where you are as a player, you can start planning your goals. Remember to keep it in the middle, not too easy, not too hard. Third thing, this one's not really as important, but I still feel it's important nonetheless, is to remember having fun. Remember to have fun when grabbing these goals. These are games you're playing, as much as you hate hearing that. I hate hearing that. But it's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, that's fine. It's okay to take breaks when it comes to competing and reaching those goals. Yeah, I know, I mentioned time limits earlier in the video, but the thing is, that's why a year is a good time limit in my opinion. Because when that happens, you can take a month off and still have plenty of time to assess, rebuild, and to improve when it comes to this. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a hiatus. And during that hiatus, it gives you a chance to reevaluate your goal. And maybe it was too hard, too easy for you. And let's see if it's time to dial it back a bit, or to push yourself if it's too hard or easy, respectively. Have fun, because the journey is really half the fun when it comes to reaching that goal. The other half is when you reach it. And the final thing when it comes to just these goals is once you reach your goal, congratulations! Celebrate a bit. But grind doesn't really stop. Grind's always going to be there. So go back to step one and make another goal. Rinse, repeat, and you're gonna see it eventually. You're gonna see your growth as a player. So now that I've given you my tutorial on how to make a goal, let me help you. Here are some suggestions on how to reach that goal, essentially. Learn your competition for once when it comes to like the local standpoint thing. Start evaluating what mistakes they're doing, what mistakes you're doing, specifically on you, because they're also grinding too. If you're waiting for them to do the exact same thing that you've been waiting for, you're probably gonna get stuffed, and you're probably gonna get clapped back. So start improving. Go to training mode. Get the muscle memory for those hard combos. Don't go for just bread and butters. Go for extended full damage combos. One of the biggest things, another big thing also is to improve your mentality when it comes to playing games. If you're feeling yourself getting discouraged, try not to think about it, because while yeah, it's happening on the screen, if you're not thinking what's the right option, if you're thinking on other things that happened previously, well, that's how you lose. That's how you get distracted, and all of a sudden you're down. You're down around. You're down a stock, whatever you're playing in, essentially. So that's one thing. Just go into training mode. Get yourself the muscle memory to do those big combos. That's the first things first. Second thing, try to improve that mental game. Learn to remain calm during high-pressure situations, because, hey, maybe your opponent could crack under pressure too. Another thing that I like to do when it comes to getting more through getting to my goals, at least as a competitor, is to just keep playing with other people, because those people can definitely help you grow, and they can also give you pointers throughout reaching your goal. If you let them know like what your goal is, they can help you. I didn't get to like my skill level in the games that I play essentially by myself. I had people helping me. I had people giving me tips, whether it be people from my locals, or just someone giving me like some online tips, essentially. And one major thing, remember, and I'm going to keep saying this throughout like this series in general, remember to take breaks. If you keep going at it for like such a long time, one, it could stop being fun for you, and two, essentially, like I said with mental state, it could start to deteriorate, and you're going to start losing focus, and you're going to start getting sloppy, and you're going to train your muscles to start essentially being sloppy. In fact, sometimes when I take those breaks, I lose the muscle memory due to rust of some of the sloppy things of my sloppy play. So now that I managed to give some tips of how to achieve those goals to a degree, let me just remind you that I'm a player too, and a content creator, and I too have some goals for myself. So my goals for 2019 is to win a local. That's the first thing. Unfortunately, I've only gotten as high as 2nd place in Soul Calibur 6, 3rd in Tekken, and I haven't entered a cross-tag tournament in a while, but I think I've gotten 7th, which is like one of the biggest things I'm looking to improve. One of those ways is going to be essentially just improving my play, whether it be learning the neutral better, not doing bad options, sloppy play, cleaning up my sloppy play, or maybe even like approaching a new character, things like that. Second is to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. The number on this is probably bound to change. I might have to dial it back a bit, especially with how YouTube's algorithms are. But as of right now, I have around 120 subscribers, and I think if I keep going with an actual upload schedule with like regular content, I think I should be able to build around that. And I definitely know how to grab this. It's all up to me as a content creator. And my last goal for 2019 is to stream regularly on Twitch. My last goal is to stream regularly on Twitch. This will all go on the time management, as I have to be able to work on episodes of To The Lab and Zero to Hero, balance work, and then streaming while trying to have a regular social life. So far, those are my goals for 2019. I managed to get a good chunk of my goals for 2018, and I know you guys have definitely reached your goals. Enjoy the gameplay for the rest of the episode. I won't be highlighting any of these games or commentating over any of them, but if you guys have any clips that you'd like me to analyze for the next Zero to Heroes, please let me know. I'll be happy to analyze to the best of my ability. And to get the discussion going, what are some of your goals for 2019? Whether it be fighting game related or not, just put them down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for the next episode of Zero to Hero.